Well, this is pretty funny. This will have to give you a bit of a laugh. And isn't this a sign of the times? Tesla have just replaced Toyota on the board of the Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries in Australia. I mean, Toyota now is no longer part of the board. Tesla has been promoted to the board. Wow, the future is here. It's happening quickly. And I think, well, Toyota is just being left behind in this disruption. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. And isn't this sort of interesting to see this disruption happen in all these different ways? In Australia, right? Tesla joined the FCAI about a year ago, not as part of the board, just as a member. It was never a member before. It didn't want to have anything to do with it because it didn't want to pay the fees. And then Tesla was like, all right, we'll join the Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries. They did. They joined it only a year ago after kind of, to some way, disparaging it. They joined it. And then within the space of 12 months, the board kicks out Toyota and appoints Tesla to Toyota's board seat. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. But it is happening. Tesla's recent inclusion in the board of Australia's Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries highlights the company's growing influence in the automotive industry. This comes at a time when Toyota, one of the leading car brands globally, is facing challenges, including falling car sales in China and the rise of Tesla as a disruptive force, not only in taking away, they've done surveys in the United States, right? And who lost more buyers to Tesla than any other car brand? It was Toyota. So Toyota, a traditional automaker who has been lobbying against EVs, in particular in Australia, it's been talking negatively about EVs constantly. They're in the media all the time, saying EVs won't work in Australia. Here's why they won't work. Here's why they're bad for the environment in Australia, blah, 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 blah. Basically just lobbying against them. Well, pretty good reason for them doing that in Australia. They don't have any EVs, period, in Australia. Literally none. While Toyota still does hold significant market share as the best-selling car company in Australia, its powerful position is starting to wane. And its cautious approach to EV adoption has affected its sales this year, particularly whilst, obviously its sales are going down very quickly in China, but also they're falling in Australia as well. And who would have thought that would have happened here? Everyone in Australia loves Toyota, don't they? Well, it seems as though people are starting to go, maybe not so much. On the other hand, Tesla has positioned itself in Australia as a leader in the EV market. They dominate sales in Australia. They have more than 60% market share. This year, Tesla's sales in Australia have been more than double what they were last year. And with the company dominating the EV market and accounting for nearly 2/3 of total EV sales in the country, models like the Tesla Model Y and the Model 3 have been well received and have achieved sales figures, even outperforming competitors like the Toyota RAV4 and the Toyota Camry. By securing a seat on the FCAI regulatory board, Tesla has a platform now to influence the ongoing discussion and decisions surrounding the adoption of electric cars in Australia. This is a good thing. The FCAI, as a lobby group representing the automotive industry, plays a crucial role in shaping policies and standards related to emissions and EVs. Tesla's presence on the board could help drive more favorable conditions for EVs and a push for stronger support for electric mobility. Australia right now has the worst, maybe not the worst, but it's one of the worst emissions standards in the world. That needs to change. I think with Tesla on the board, instead of Toyota, there's a much higher likelihood that we see positive changes. While Toyota has been a dominant force in the automotive industry for many years, the rise of Tesla has disrupted the market and challenged established automakers to adapt to a changing landscape. They're not really doing it, in my opinion. What does this mean? Well, it means that Tesla's success in various markets worldwide, including in Australia, reflects an increasing demand for electric vehicles and for shifting preferences of consumers. Now, whilst I am disparaging Toyota here, of course, for good reason, I think it's fair to do so. At the same time, while Tesla is continuing to innovate, pushing down the prices of electric cars, which they're being criticized by other automakers for doing that, shouldn't be bringing down the price of EVs, that's not good. That's what they're literally saying. At the same time, this is putting pressure on them to innovate. It's putting pressure on Toyota and pushing them to accelerate their EV efforts to stay competitive. They are starting to react to that pressure, I believe, to that influence, by saying, yeah, okay, we need to get involved here. We need to make more EVs. We will do that. That's a good result. Now, to summarize this, Tesla's inclusion on the FCAI board in Australia showcases the company's growing influence, and it underscores its position as a disruptive force in the Australian automotive landscape. Toyota's fallen car sales in China and even in Australia this year as well, and Tesla's expanding presence globally highlight the challenges that traditional automakers face in adapting to this rapid transition towards electric mobility. What's going to happen? How will this play out? Well, this is how I see this happening. As Tesla continues to disrupt the market, as sales of BYD's electric cars go up, as sales of competitors from China's EV sales go up and increasing in Australia, competition between, well, basically Tesla and, of course, Chinese EVs will force established automakers like Toyota to compete and to bring in better products to Australia. This will drive further advancements in the EV sector, bring prices down, and shape the future of the automotive industry. It's really quite an exciting time to be around right now, to be looking at what's happening here. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.